took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust.
It's week 12 of the NFL. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Beats and the Dolphins on Monday night.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we ride a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Brooklyn Beats and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. The bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them. And in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting. They're going to be physical. They're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A gain of 8 and a first down. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on second and 10. Tua, and his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to get away, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They called out a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Operating from the gun. Woodward. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And for a while when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Here we go now on first and goal. Up the middle they go. Lamb. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Beats will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of him.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And now the third down throw, incomplete as well. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw on second down.
Woodward. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Woodward. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Woodward. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Tua. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Lamb, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. To throw on 3rd down. Woodward. This is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Woodward complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Woodward. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Woodward. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Lamb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down now, it's Lamb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what to
a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. Lamb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. To throw on second down. Woodward. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to throw. Woodward. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. It's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Woodward. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Beats are an extra point away from drawing level.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. but I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw on 2nd down, Woodward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a two-syllable. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word. Oski.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Woodward being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Woodward. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Now Tua. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Throwing on first down. Woodward. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. To throw on third down. Woodward. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On first and 10. Woodward. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. DeAndre Swift. A touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And our statisticians gone through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
Looking to throw on second down. Woodward. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Woodward. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Woodward targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Right back to him on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Woodward, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, Lamb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. To throw on 2nd down, Woodward. And now here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Lamb. And he's got room. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Beats have cut it back within a score. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that'll be taken just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Woodward over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, Woodward. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Miami set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off the draw, here's Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodward. He finds his man. Complete. It's Page. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. To throw on 2nd down. Woodward. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Woodward. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Woodward. And he's got his man on the out route. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Woodward. And his pass incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Woodward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. It's Lamb. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Woodward. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw, Woodward. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Woodward. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
From the gun on 3rd down. Woodward. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Beats put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ready, go.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Woodward. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Woodward. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Throwing on 1st down. Woodward. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Woodward's pass complete to number 84. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Woodward. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Woodward got his man complete over the middle. It's Page. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Woodward looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore.
A 6-yard pickup brings us 2nd and 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lamb, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lamb, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Lamb, and eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.